We have a system right now, and have had a system, that has had our county issue PVLs for $4,000 and then be sold by others for upwards of $50,000, $60,000, $70,000, a county asset. The chair is done with that approach. And we will do what other communities have done in the past, which is have, in effect, legacy PVLs. We can't get rid of those or the terms under which those were bought and sold. That exists, and I don't think we can do anything about it. But with respect to new issuances, there will be a non-transferability requirement. Anybody that gets a PVL under these terms turns them back to the county at the end of their useful life, whenever that is. But they don't go on the open market. So that's issue number one. Issue number two is how many. The chair has proposed an issuance of 50 this year, going only to drivers. Subsequent years, we could also look at 50, and we could look at a ratio with drivers and fleets at that point in time. But my belief is that this needs to go to drivers now. The amount is important because we're trying to do a balancing, and everybody does their balance in different ways. We have existing PVL holders. As noted, many of them paid a lot of money for those PVLs. To go onto the market in a context in which there are only 700 existing, 770. To go onto the market with 200 PVLs at this moment in time seems to me to be ill-advised and not fair to the existing PVL holders, of which there are approximately 200. This is not including the fleets, of course, who hold them, but these are individuals who hold PVLs. In addition, I know that there is a desire, and I've met with representatives of the drivers and the AFL, to have 200 that would go to a co-op. I personally am very favorably disposed to a co-op. I think a co-op may be the only answer for the taxicab industry in the future in order to compete with Uber and Lyft. There's going to have to be a low-cost taxicab option. But we don't have a co-op today. We have people talking about a co-op, and I certainly urge them to really do their due diligence and create a co-op. In the language that we just passed moments ago, make it explicit that we can, in fact, under our rules today, have a co-op that would be recognized by our Department of Transportation. But the notion that we would have, for the purpose of this conversation, 200 PVLs go to a non-existent co-op strikes me as not responsible. So, having 50 PVLs in this moment in time go to drivers allows drivers to make their own choice. Plus, we are trying to reclaim those PVLs that are not being utilized. And at one point in time, we thought there might be as many as 50 or so that we'd be able to get in short order. It may take a little longer to get them than we had anticipated, which is why the combination of 50 now and reclaiming plus a promise of more in the future seems to me to strike the right balance.